so happy to be back because I tell you what, last time was good. This Saturday is going to be unbelievable. We are very lucky. We're lucky to be here, we're lucky to be alive, but we are lucky to be part of something very special on Saturday night. To everybody involved, to the media, to everybody involved in our incredible team at Matchroom, of course to the fighters. You guys and girls have got just such a wonderful opportunity on Saturday night, live around the world on the zone, but also opportunities for you to defend titles, to move into World Championship positions, to all of a sudden maybe even move towards future contracts with Matchroom and the zone. And of course culminated in a main event that is just breathtaking. Of course Chantel Cameron, who was superb last time, this time defending a 140 undisputed pound title against the legend Katie Taylor. Last time, and this man to my right as well, suffered defeat. It was head in the hands for Gary Cullen and the Irish fans, and then Katie Taylor suffered defeat, and it was almost like, well, that's it for us in Ireland. But a few months on, we're back again at a sold-out Free Arena with an even better card, with even more action, and we're delighted to bring you the first of our 2 press conferences today here in Dublin. So many great fighters, so many great fights on the card as well. Before the bell section, just below, 2 tremendous all-Irish fights between John Cooney and Liam Gayler, and Jamie Morrissey against Emmett Brennan to bring you all the action. One of the top 130 pounders in the world, Zelfa Barrett, and of course Giorgio Vizioli, 2-division national champion, will make his professional debut on the card. And Giorgio, you've got the nod, we're starting with you. Over from, of course, the UK, incredible amateur pedigree, part of a huge night of boxing, ready to kick off your professional career on Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm very excited. You know, it's been a while now, and I'm looking forward to a massive performance and showcase my talent to the world.
You've seen so many of your amateur counterparts turn pro. Why did you feel now was the time for you to do it?
I think I won a lot in the UK scene, and GB decided not to pay me after I won 2 double weights at senior, and it was the right time to go. GB took my way out of the Olympics, so I decided to go. I think it's the best time to as well.
Looking obviously for plenty of activity, but probably didn't think you'd be fighting in Dublin for your professional debut. Katie Taylor and Chantel Cameron card, but great atmosphere, and they'll be there early as they were last time. Great way to kick off.
Yeah, it's a great card to be on, and yeah, I'm looking forward to a great performance, and it's exciting times now.
Remember the name Giorgio Vizioli, future star of the sport. We go to our first of our 2 all-Irish fights, John Cooney against Liam Gayner, our good friend Mark Dunlop. I said to Mark, give us an Irish war, will you? So he said, I've got one for you. John Cooney against Liam Gayner. John, we'll start with you. Mark tells me all action, going to bring a tremendous fight on Saturday night.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm going to bring all action. I've seen you the last few weeks and you did an exciting fights, and that's exactly what I'm going to bring this Saturday night. 100%.
Your opponent, Liam Gayner, obviously both of you got so much to gain on this card. You know, lots of eyeballs as well, and the aim for you, victory, and then move on to big fights.
Yeah, that's it. That's life changing for the 2 of us, you know. I've been here, changes both our lives, but unfortunately for him, it's only a win for me Saturday night, and that's it. Then I'm moving on to big fights in the 130 pound division, and I want all the big names. I want big domestic fights next year, coming for all the titles. Yeah, 100%.
Liam, confident opponent, but again a massive opportunity for you, and ready to go on Saturday night.
Yeah, definitely. This is my big opportunity that I've working towards of taking these big tests over the last year or so, and now's my time to put on a show Saturday night for everyone.
Expected, Mark Dunlop told us no lies, ready to entertain on Saturday night and kick us off on a huge night in style.
If you watched Emily Voigt, Eddie, you're expecting more.
Good, but we look forward to that. Between you 2, John Cooney and Liam Gayner, talk about another tremendous fight in just his 2nd professional fight. Emmett Brennan takes on Jamie Morrissey. Jamie, we'll start with you. Again, this is a tremendous fight. A lot of people are talking about massive opportunity for you against Emmett Brennan on Saturday night.
100%, a great opportunity. I'm grateful to be here, brilliant, but it's about capitalising. By the grace of God, I earned my position here. This is my 5th domestic fight in 7 fights. I came through them with 2 of those belts you see with Big Thomas Carty up there. And this is going to be my 4th undefeated record I'm taking. So I earned my spot here by the grace of God. It's good to be here, but I have to capitalise. I'm not here, like I said in my debut, to make up the numbers. I'm here to changed my career. So good to see everyone. Like I said, I'm grateful, but I'm here to capitalise.
We know you've got a big fighting background, obviously now boxing is your focus as well. A tough opponent for you, well schooled, great amateur pedigree, but just his second professional fight on Saturday.
Yeah, I have a healthy respect for Emma's abilities. I don't look at him. I look at him as a mere man. And I look at him no different than any of my past opponents. I have a big road off. The bookies are writing me off. Like I said, I own my place here. I don't know. Yeah, maybe people are overlooking me, but I have one matter that is complete self-belief and real belief in myself that I'm going to go and get this job done. And I have to get it done. Like I said, I'm not here to make up the numbers. I'm here to capitalise, change my career. And by the grace of God, I've never felt more ready. I'm here and I'm ready to go.
Emmett, welcome. Just your second pro fight. It was a slow burner after your incredible amateur career and the Olympics as well, but moving at a very fast pace, and you know you've got a tough one on Saturday night.
Yeah, so the plan was always to move fast. James obviously Irish Celtic champion. It made sense to go after him. What I think is going to happen on Saturday night, you got two lads that's going to go toe to toe. And the Irish public, they're in for a treat. I know we're on early. Let's hope we're on a little bit later, but what I'd say to the Irish public that's going to the fight on Saturday night, make sure you're here for this fight.
Obviously, you said you expect a tough first few rounds, but you think your pedigree and your engine could even force a late stoppage in this fight.
Yeah, 100%. I'm confident. 8 rounds is nothing to me. We've seen in the past Jamie's been in wars, but he's faded towards the end of it. If that happens in this fight, make no doubt about it, I will capitalise on it.
And finally, I know you will be on early, but as I said, it was packed early on for the first bell last time around, and huge support. You sold a huge amount of tickets for this fight on Saturday.
Yeah, we sold a huge amount of tickets, but look, Jamie's from Limerick and Paddy's on the show as well, so this, for me, this is the fight that is going to be the big one on the undercard. You got Limerick versus Dublin fans. The fight itself has the potential to be toe to toe, back and forth, so this is going to be huge. Yeah, I've sold 650 tickets, so they'll all be there from 5:30 onwards.
Emmett Brennan against Jamie Morrissey. Good luck to you boys on Saturday night. Zelfa Barrett, welcome back. Fairly late addition to the card. Very important for you to get out and get active again before a massive fight at the beginning of 2024, which we have planned. You jumped on a huge card. You've got a tricky little fight on Saturday. We've seen this kid fight before. He's all action, but a good way to get out and blow the cobwebs off before a massive fight in 2024.
Yeah, of course, Costi, he's not a slouch, he comes to win, so, but I believe in myself and I believe in what class, so the performance will be technical.
Really a little bit of a frustrating couple of months. We've been looking for those big fights, haven't yet materialised. We move forward for them in 2024, but as far as you're concerned, ready for anyone in the 130-pound division. We saw you in a tremendous fight with Rakimov, which you took at pretty much late notice, a good win since then as well, but ready for any of those titles in the division?
I'm ready for anyone. I'm speaking to Frank Smith and Steve Wood on FaceTime. Doesn't matter where it is, Timbuktu, I'll fight anyone, anywhere, if it's at the right time, the right notice, for the right thing, I'll fight anyone, I believe in myself, so any name, anybody, they can get it.
Well, thanks Zelfa and gentlemen. On the before the bell section, we go up to the top table. Tremendous fights in the top table, particularly the WBC Interim World Championship between Sky Nicholson and Lucy Wildheart. The winner of this fight going to put them in a great position for the mandatory position. Of course, Amanda Serrano owns all the belts at 126 pounds. Lucy, welcome. Smiling away in front of the media earlier. Massive opportunity for you on this card. A great fight and ready to go on Saturday night.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks so much for this opportunity. To all the Irish people letting us be here, see all the views, all the girls like yesterday, and they love it. And when they love it, I love it as well. And this opportunity, just imagine, it's going to be an epic fight. I like Sky, but this is business, and I'm here to win.
We saw you take a really late notice fight against Michaela Meyer, up at a heavyweight class, well beyond your weight division, and you gave a great account of yourself. Didn't take a step back in that fight, pushed her all the way, and now back down with a full camp and at your weight division. Must be much more happier with the notice given for this challenge.
Yeah, it was a great fight, wasn't it? Michaela Meyer, she's fantastic, and but yeah, I gave her a good fight. Now I'm supposed to be in featherweight. I've been in for many years, so this is my division, and I'm here to take over.
Thanks, Lucy. Sky, fight number 9 for you. A fight that a lot of people are talking about as competitive, and people giving Lucy a chance in the fight, which is good. I know it's what you wanted, but had a great camp and ready to go on Saturday.
Yeah, I feel unbelievable. Definitely the fittest, strongest, best prepared I've been for a fight. So definitely not overlooked Lucy in this fight at all. I think she's a great athlete. But we're going to see the difference in levels on Saturday night.
Obviously, we talk about the potential mandatory with Serrano. A lot of people talk about that, but I know you've been focused on just this challenge. Dangerous fight for you, and it's all irrelevant if you don't come through Saturday.
Yeah, of course, full focus on Saturday night. We can look at the Serrano fight after this, but got to get the job done this Saturday first.
WBC interim world featherweight title on the line. We go to the heavyweights now. A man that last time lit up the 3 arena, and this time looking very smart. Thomas Carty against Dan Garber. Dan, welcome as well. We know you're bang up for it. We know you're in tremendous shape as well. Ready for a great action fight on Saturday. You're going to love this atmosphere, because there ain't no party like a Thomas Carty party, that's for sure. I don't know if I got that right, Tom, to be fair, but no party, that's the one.
That's the one.
Dan, big moment for you on Saturday night, ready to throw bombs against this young heavyweight.
That's right, Eddie. I mean, I just have to say, thanks for the opportunity. Thomas has looked fantastic in all his fights. I know what I'm up against. He's a great boxer. He's done all that's asked of him. I mean, I'm coming off a first round knockout of an unbeaten opponent. I've had 6 week notice for this, so I'm in probably the best shape of my life. The sparring's been fantastic, like top level sparring with big southpaws like Thomas himself. So I go into this fight full of confidence. There's no pressure on me whatsoever. All the pressure's on this man to be dry. So, like I say, I'm not here to make up the numbers, I'm here to spoil this party.
That's it, pressure makes diamonds, that's what we want.
Dan, the great thing about the heavyweight division is everybody's got a shot. I mean, I know you are the underdog going into this fight, but like you say, coming off a big knockout win, 2 guys. Thomas loves to get involved, he loves to fight as well. You know you're going to have opportunities, you're going to have openings in this fight. Literally one punch can just completely change your career. You beat this guy on Saturday, you're going to land a massive fight for a lot of money. So everything on the line for you.
Well, that's it, like I say, I mean, I don't fear getting in with anybody. This is the reason I took the fight, this is what I've been waiting for. Like I say, it's the first time I've been in a ring with no pressure on myself. No one expects me to win on Saturday. The only people who believe I can win are myself, my trainer, and the manager. They're the only people I need to believe I can win. So like I say, I'm going to Saturday full of confidence, and like I say, I made the best of my win. Thomas has got my full respect. Like I say, I've watched all his fights. He looks the part. He's got a great jab. We're both southpaws. So we'll see how it goes on Saturday night.
Cheers, Dan. Thomas, looking tremendous down there.
Almost better than you.
No, don't get silly. But very handsome down there. And last time was incredible. I mean, all of you guys came out. You're going to witness this on Saturday night. It's just amazing. Gary's ring walk last time, yours, Pat. I mean, it's just breathtaking. Obviously, last time was a good step up for you against Jay McFarlane. Another tough opponent this time, a southpaw as well. But looking like you're ready, all business for Saturday night.
Yeah, absolutely. What I'm waiting to get all I got in it. I hope Hockey, Coombe and shot and shot. I'm really looking forward to it, Dan is a tough test on paper, it's 5 wins, 1 loss. I think he's just came out with 4th round knockout. If I'm on the trajectory that I'm on, and that I think I'm on, and that everybody else tells me I'm on, Dan is just another stepping stone. I'm going to stand on his head Saturday night to get past him.
You saw a great build-up with Jay McFarlane, and he had a good go. And it's difficult in that atmosphere, isn't it, in the arena, and to just hold your head. But you've got that experience now. It's like nothing else you probably ever experienced walking out for that last fight. And there were times in the fight where you probably were over-eager and you were trading up, but we know that's how you like to fight as well, you like to entertain. But tell us a little bit about that atmosphere last time and what you expect again on Saturday.
Yeah, anybody who was there last time seen the atmosphere. It was breathtaking, to be completely honest. When I remember walking out for the walkout and looking out, and it's just a sea of green, and you can see people going crazy. Irish fans are nuts, but they're crazy. So really looking forward to seeing it this time. I think the atmosphere will be better this time. Katie's on the get back this time. We're eager this time. Everybody's eager to get the win. So I'm really looking forward to Saturday night and seeing what this guy can bring to the table. he's saying he's got great sparring with Southpaw and that. I hope he has, because everybody always has an excuse when they beat them, you know, if they were drunk in the ring or something along those lines. So hopefully he did have a great camp. There's no excuses Saturday night after beating.
Well, thanks Thomas and Dan. Of course, Ireland against England, of course, like the main event, and now 2 Ireland against England clashes. These are 2 tremendous fights. I'm telling you now, Paddy Donovan against Danny Bull is a brilliant, brilliant fight. You've got a young prospect in Paddy Donovan that everyone's been talking about. Andy Lee's been driving me mental about this kid. He's got everything, he's the future. And Danny Bull is one of those fighters that come from humble beginnings of his amateur and professional career, came up, took a chance on a TV show, was outstanding, won every single round to go and stop his opponent. A very, very good fighter. I see this fight as a 50-50 fight. Sorry, no you don't. But Danny Bull is massively underrated. It is a huge opportunity for Danny Bull. He wins this fight, he puts himself in all the big domestic fights, European fights, and I know him and his team and Errol are coming to win on Saturday night. Danny, we'll start with you. Last time out, you won so easily, so comfortably in that fight. This is a level beyond that, but you're ready for the big step up, ready for the big show, ready for the atmosphere, everything for you on Saturday night.
Yeah, definitely. I'll soak it all up on the night. I enjoy fighting away. I've done it a couple of times now, and the odds are always against me, but I still come out on top. I've had great preparation for this, so I'm ready for it.
You know, Paddy Donovan, very skilled, very flashy, never really been tested by someone who's looking to step him on his back foot. I know you can punch as well. It's a great clash of styles on Saturday.
But yeah, that's it. The last time you saw me fight, I didn't have to go for the gears. I boxed beyond my job. I did what I had to do, made it easy work, and kept chopping away. So we'll see something different this time, a different style of me. So it kind of says I'm ready to come the ding dong from the back country to Dublin.
And finally, what a chance, what an opportunity. You win this fight on away soil, just massive, massive fights out there for you.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for it. That's what I want. Not looking past Paddy, but big win here. Hopefully I'll get something in plan then for the new year.
Paddy, welcome. This is so exciting because, as you said, I've said previously with Andy Lee, people talk about how good young fighters are, but we never really know until you step up the levels. This is it on Saturday night where you get to show the world how good you are.
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank you, Eddie, Matchroom and the Zone, for bringing another amazing show to Ireland. I've got a good fight ahead of me, Danny Ball, I really respect him. But yeah, I believe this is a stepping stone for me in my career. I believe I'm on the way to be a boxing world champion. I've got all Ireland behind me, I've got the backings. I know how good I am and what I can do. A lot of people say that I haven't been tested. It's because I don't let no person test me, no fighter that gets in the ring, never gets close to me. I feel invincible when I'm in there, so I'm ready to put on another show on Saturday night.
Do you think this man is the man to test you? You expect a tough fight on Saturday?
We gotta see, he's never fought someone like me, and I don't think he ever will. So look, I respect him. He's a good German fighter, but he's up against a world-class fighter, no doubt about it.
Tremendous sparring for you as well. I've seen on Instagram Adam Azim and other fighters as well. You've had great preparation, no excuses coming into this one.
No excuses. 12-week camp put down some of the best sparring in the world in Adam Azim. Travelled for that sparring, world-class rounds. So I'm in the best shape possible, in great condition. Really, really well schooled for this. Come up with a great game plan and ready to execute it come Saturday night.
Well, brilliant fight, Paddy Donovan against Danny Bull. And what about this one? Gary Cully against Reece Mould. What a cracker. Last time out, I couldn't believe it. I guess you guys couldn't believe it. The whole arena couldn't believe the loss for Gary Cully. He went away, he left Ireland to go and train in Liverpool with Joe McInally, made plenty of sacrifices for this one, but in no uncertain terms, this is career on the line stuff on Saturday night for Gary Cully. Didn't want an easy fight, wanted to come back and test himself, and he does against Reece Mould. 1 defeat on his record to Lee Wood, starved down at featherweight really. I tell you, the team, Josh Warrington, Maxie Hughes, everybody here, 100% believe that this is a victory for Reece Mould on Saturday night. And what an opportunity for him to just push himself up the world rankings. He's world ranked. Gary Cully's looking to get back into contention for bigger fights at world level as well. This is a brilliant 50-50 fight. Reece, we'll start with you. When we made this fight, you couldn't you said, I think one of your coaches couldn't quite believe your luck that you got this opportunity. You've wanted this fight for a long time. Yourself, your team, everybody truly believe this is your time on Saturday night.
Yeah, I mean, we're very confident in this fight. I'm not confident just because Gary's last fight. We've been watching Gary for a while now, and we actually got this fight offered to us at the start of the year, but we don't. I know Gary says he's only taking this fight because he's seen the last defeat, but I'd actually already got a fight planned in. It was 3 months out, 3 weeks out. We're already fighting, and so I wasn't prepared to give my first defensive title up just to fight Gary. We know we were confident of coming through that. We were hoping Gary was going to come through it and we would have got it on them, but it didn't work out like that. But we're here today, and we're very, very confident in what we're going to do.
You see his last performance, before there, looked very, very razor sharp, a lot of early stoppages. You see that fight, do you think that it's a good time or a bad time to fight Gary Cully? I mean, obviously he's going to be a fire in the belly to come back from that defeat, but also back at the same venue, at the same time. There's a lot of horrible memories to overcome on Saturday.
Yeah, there's not many top fighters really will come through defeats like this and bounce back, and like Gary's always told you, coming into this, he's fighting himself on Saturday night, but really he's not fighting himself, he's fighting me as well. He's fighting to win there Saturday night. He's going to have a lot of demons going into this, and anyone that can tell you that was come out of a defeat like he has, he's going to tell you a lie, and that's one of the reasons why we're so confident in this.
You've come through the weight, I know back, can't believe you used to make featherweight, and I know that was a horrible experience for you now, but you are fighting a huge 135 pounder. You're going to be nice and strong. He's going to have to make that weight tomorrow as well, but confident against this tall, big lightweight that you've got the goods. I know Josh and Sean and the team believe you win this fight by stoppage, but happy at 135 pounds. We've seen your best performances up at that weight.
Yeah, very happy. I mean, I know what it's like to be in there when you're struggling that way, and it's all being you're sparring well and stuff, but you won't spar 24 hours before you just made the weight, and I know what effects it has on you, and I'm sure that's going to have an effect on Gary in his fight on Saturday night.
Well, Gary, welcome. I think we've only spoken via social media since that last defeat. A lot of people probably still getting over it. Presume you're over it, ready to go, ready to put it behind you. But another massive, massive fight, another massive moment for you on Saturday night.
Yeah, I've put in the camp of my life. I've obviously relocated over with Joe McNally and Declan O'Rourke over in the Rotunda in Liverpool now, and I've put in the camp of my life over there. I've went through some dark times. I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot in the ring and inside the ring, and I'm ready to get back to where I belong and back to winning ways on Saturday night.
I know Reece kind of stoked the fire there about you can't get over that in this kind of time, but do we know if you have, or do we just find out on Saturday night when you make that ring walk again, when you see those memories flash before you, you're confident that that's in the past now and ready to put it right on Saturday?
When I'm a fighter, these things happen. If Reece's memory is any good, the last time he was in a Matchroom ring, he was on oxygen tanks, breathing through oxygen tanks, when he would spark, I would stop them with feet, so he's been there before as well. He knows what it feels like, so we'll see on Saturday night.
I've been able to come through, you're yet to show that.
I'll show you Saturday night, mate, don't worry about it. He wants to get up and talk about weight as well. He's fucked at the weight. He's up here looking fat and skinny all at the same time, so I'm still on the way. I'm good, I'm ready to put on a performance on Saturday night and take him to school.
Your team's not that confident because there's a rematch clause in this as well, and you obviously didn't take the rematch with Felix, and so I don't think you're as confident of what your team are in your league.
You will see Saturday.
I will see, right.
Gary, finally, last one to you. I think last time, did we all get a bit carried away? That last fight week, I remember sitting in JD with you, and we're doing this Q&A, and you're doing all this media all week, and it was the big homecoming, and kind of felt like a little bit of the same for Katie, but you've taken a real step back this camp. You're keeping a low profile, and just really showed you the stark reality of boxing, how tough it is and how switched on you've got to be.
Yeah, I think we were all partying before we got the results, you know. I was talking to Katie's mum yesterday and we were talking about the same thing. Everybody was here for a celebration and big time boxing was back in Ireland and all of this, but I've took myself away from that this time round. Like I said, I've been in Liverpool the last 12 weeks. I've been cycling to the gym and my hat and my scarf in the cold mornings. I've been living in a single room and it's humbled me a bit, you know. I've brought myself back to where I come from at 15, 16 years of age, that kind of hunger and that chip on my shoulder. I've got something to prove and that's what I'm doing on Saturday night. I've got to get in and prove to all these people, but also prove to myself what I can do.
Just finally to you two, Reece, you talked about that weight and how tough it's going to be with Gary. You talked about the demons. You see yourself winning this fight inside the distance on Saturday?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think Gary Clay will see the final belt.
Gary, predictions for Saturday night?
I'm going to put on a masterclass of boxing. I'm going to follow my coach's instructions. If the knockout comes, the stoppage comes, the stoppage comes. But it's a Gary Cully victory all day long.
Well, it's a massive fight for you and your career. It's a massive fight for Irish boxing. A tremendous undercard on Saturday night in what will be a sold-out 3 arena live on DAZN around the world, as we said, our before the bell action, the professional debut of Giorgio Izzioli, John Cooney against Liam Gaynor, Jamie Morrissey against Emmett Brennan, 2 brilliant all-Irish action, one of the best 130-pounders in the world, Zelfa Barrett, back in action. The main card, Sky Nicholson defends her WBC interim world title against Lucy Wildheart. Look out for the big heavyweight clash, Dan Garber against Thomas Carty, and 2 tremendous fights for you. Ireland against England as well. Paddy Donovan against Danny Bull, and this one's going to be a classic cracker. Gary Cully against Reece Mould. We're going to face off everybody here now before we move to the main event press. Thank you. Got into Dublin ahead of, as I said before, just a massive, massive night of boxing on Saturday. Real privilege to be here after an incredible night back in May. We just had the Undercard press conference. What an undercard we've got. So many great fights, but of course culminating in the main event on Saturday night, the rematch for the undisputed super lightweight world championships between the champion Chantel Cameron and Katie Taylor, the reigning undisputed lightweight world champion. It's undisputed against undisputed, and of course the big rematch on Saturday night live on DAZN around the world. All the marbles is a phrase we use quite often in boxing, and it really is the best be the best. The IBO, the WBA, the WBC, the Ring Magazine and the IBF, all on the line in an all or nothing fight between 2 incredible pound for pound stars on Saturday night. Before we go to the fighters and their team, I want to bring in Alfie Sharman from DAZN. I'm not going to do my usual trick, Alfie, of basically naming every fight we've got coming up, but this run, this schedule, you know, ahead of this fight, I'll do it anyway. Belfast next week, what a card. Of course, the huge fight in San Francisco, Devin Haney against Regis Prograis, which is building incredibly. Going to have about 16,000 in San Francisco, and British fight fans just intrigued and excited for Sonny Edwards' attempt to unify the division against Bam. But what a run from DAZN, and what a night ahead on Saturday.
Yeah, 100%. Frank said, hi everyone, it's great to be back here in Dublin. What a fight we have ahead of us on Saturday. Chantel looked indestructible earlier this year, and obviously Katie, being the formidable competitor she is, it's going to make for an amazing event. To your point, we have truly this kicks off an unrivaled schedule on DAZN, closing the year. No one in the world of boxing is doing what we're doing at the moment, and we're incredibly proud to be bringing that to boxing fans all over the world. Starting this week, as you say, obviously next week, Mick Conlon, Jordan Gill, Brian Garcia returning to the ring on the same night against Oscar Duarte, Regis Prograis, Devin Haney the week after. Jake Paul returns to the ring on Friday the 15th, 16th. We have Josh Kelly back in Newcastle, as well as you said, currently last but not least, Sonny Edwards versus Bam Rodriguez. Incredible value for the DAZN subscriber. We're incredibly proud. Thank you to yourself and our promotional partners all over the world for delivering this unrivaled schedule. The best of luck to Katie and Chantel this weekend. It all starts here. Make sure you tune in. We'll have an exclusive worldwide only on DAZN.
Thank you, Alfred. Incredible run, and I'm sure more to even be announced in 2023. Let's talk to the teams now. And I know it was the challenger last time, but now even more the challenger this time around. First time ever as an underdog going into a fight. Ross, welcome. It's been a quiet camp in terms of the noise from the media. Obviously the focus has just been revenge on Saturday night. I know how close you two are, how hard you work together. You both share the same ambition, the same dream. Just a huge night for Katie on Saturday.
It's a huge night, and I just can't wait for Saturday to come. I feel like we're in a much better place than we were last time around. A lot healthier, and there's no pressure on us. Nobody here thinks we got a shot, so we're here to prove everybody wrong. And we're ready for the fight, and I look forward to Saturday.
I guess we shouldn't expect anything else from Katie, the desire and the drive in this camp. I remember leaving the 3 Arena last time, it was a sober experience in that lift down to the ground floor, and even you could see the look in the eye, the kind of tenacity that Katie would bring to this training camp.
And look, losing sucks. Nobody wants to be there, and it's a long time since she had lost, and she's always hungry, and yeah, she's definitely hungrier now. And like I said, we're just in a much better place. We had a great camp, and there's not much left to do but show up on Saturday and fight.
I know you felt that Katie wasn't physically at her best and didn't perform at her best last time. Chantel talks about she feels like she wasn't at her best last time. You expect a better performance from both fighters on Saturday?
I'm just worried about our side, but I'm sure they're going to say the same thing. And it's a rematch. They've seen each other before. There's not going to be much feeling out. I'm sure they're going to get right into it. I'm sure they're coming right after us. So, we'll see on Saturday. But I can tell you this, we're ready. And like I said, we're looking forward to it.
One thing I noticed yesterday when Katie was just giving an interview after getting out of the ring, you were quite strict on your instructions of, right, let's get out of here. Last time was very different. Sometimes you reflect back, it was quite a draining experience. There's media every day, of course, the epic ring walk that went on for 7 or 8 minutes as well. Just much more business-like this time around. The homecoming's almost been done. Now it's just about the victory.
It's just about getting in there and winning. Katie doesn't love being up here, I can tell you that. I don't think anybody probably does. Maybe it's happening yourself, but we're just here to fight. So this is all part of the game. We understand that, but like I said, a lot of people are writing this off. To me, it feels a lot like when Hopkins fought Pavlik. But remember at the end of that fight, when Hopkins stood over the media and took a look at everybody. That's what I'm expecting to do on Saturday.
Thank you, Ross. We'll go to the other team. Jamie, welcome. You guys seem so relaxed. I guess last time you didn't really know what to expect in many ways. Now you've been through that experience, in and out the ring. Seem like you have a very relaxed fighter, ready to go on Saturday night.
Yeah, we try and keep that. That's a genetic thing in terms of the way we try and run things. Nice and relaxed, cool, calm, collected. And Chantal performed last time under a hell of a lot of pressure. It was a fantastic atmosphere. I expect it to be probably an even better atmosphere this time because I'm anticipating everyone's going to get behind Kate and really try and back her. We expect Kate to perform better. I also expect Chantal to perform better as well. We sat down about 10 weeks ago and watched the fight back together for the first time, and both agreed, sort of halfway through, she could perform way better than she was doing already up to that point. And where I wanted it to be by the end of camp, she's actually surpassed that, and she's much better than I ever anticipated she could be. So she seems like she's really coming into her prime now, and I as I say, I expect it to be a better fight than last time because we expect Kate to come, but there's no doubt in my mind that Chantal comes out on top.
What's the line between kind of confidence and Chantal? Because I've never seen her so confident. Obviously, she won last time, but I know she's trained harder than she's ever trained before. But seemed just so confident that she secured a victory on Saturday.
I think once the unknown is always the scary part. Going into the Lions Den last time and boxing Katie, who's a living legend, is an unknown factor. Now she's walked that path. It's not that she doesn't have those nerves like she did last time. It's just that she's experienced it before now. She's coping with it better than she did last time. And I've always said to her, she's coming across way better to the media and stuff. She's never been one to sort of embrace this type of stuff. She's always shied away. She just wants to let her fight and do the talking, but she's speaking a lot better now, and that just comes with experiences, I suppose.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Ross. Katie, the challenger, the underdog for the first time. Knowing you, I guess you're quite relishing that position. And I know you say it's always just a fight, etc., but just a massive moment for you on Saturday.
Yeah, very much so. Very, very grateful for this opportunity again. I have a second chance here, and I just can't wait to fight at this stage where I'm seen as the underdog in favour. Where I was to ring first or second, all that's up to developments. I'm just excited and hungry for the rematch, and I can't wait to step in there Saturday and perform the way I now can.
I know you're probably going to say no, but when people start to question you, people to start to doubt you, I know that you can be stubborn and you're so driven. Does part of that want to show the world that Katie Taylor is still pound for pound #1 on Saturday night? I know the victory stands first, but does that doubt make you want to prove people wrong on Saturday?
I mean, I guess so. I mean, I don't really take too much notice of what people are saying, to be honest. I'm very much single-minded, and I kind of people I really listen to are my team and my family and the people that I trust. But I understand that this is a huge fight, and I understand this is a must-win fight for me. And I can't wait just to step in there now at this stage. I know that I'm going to perform to the best of my ability on Saturday, and it's going to be a completely different fight than the last time. I'm just excited to showcase that.
When you learn the lessons from the build-up last time, do you feel much different now than you did on that Thursday before the last fight? I remember literally a week out, you were here every day, you were doing stuff, whether you were going to school, whether you were having kids on the pads in the ring, whether you were doing the ring walks, and did you just feel fresher and stronger at this moment ahead of this fight?
Yeah, without a doubt, I feel a lot better this time around. I just can't wait to step in there. There's nothing else to say. I'm just ready to fight. I hate all the talk. I hate all these press conferences. There's nothing to say. I'm just ready to fight at this stage, and I'm excited for it. I'm very, very grateful to have this opportunity, and I'm just ready.
And finally, I know you expect to be better on Saturday. Chantel's already talked about she thinks she'll be better. She thinks she believes she can win the fight by stoppage as well. You expect to have to go to those deep, dark places that you always go to on Saturday night to get this win?
Yeah, I'm always ready for whatever that comes my way. I think I'm ready to dig deep, and I have to. And that's why I put my body through a trenches week in, week out. Throughout training, I have to be ready for these situations. So I'm going to be ready for whatever comes our way. I think that's all I need.
Well, thank you, Casey. Chantel, reigning champion. You've had a smile on your face all week, all camp. The belief from you and your team is quite incredible. But at the same time, you realise what a competitor Katie Taylor is, and it's going to be another tough moment for you to overcome on Saturday.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not complacent whatsoever, so that's why I put the work in. I trained hard, and I feel like it's the best camp I've had because I knew I'm going to be up against it. Katie seeking revenge, and I couldn't take that into my stride and think, it's going to be a walk in the park, because it definitely isn't. So I know it's the fittest I've ever been.
Some people say that Katie wasn't at her best in the last fight, and I feel like you also feel that way, that you weren't at your best as well. But people probably taking away as well the performance that you put in that fight. Katie likes to build a lead in the early parts of the fight. You were on her from the first bell. Should we expect the same on Saturday without giving a game plan? I mean, that's generally the mindset of most of the tacticians and the media, that you're going to set a hot pace on Saturday.
I always set a hot pace. Every single time I fight, I go in there and I set the pace. And I've got a high work rate, and I'm going to do what I've got to do, and I can also adapt. I can adapt to any situation. As much as I can have a high work rate and get stuck in and have a fight, I can also box.
BBC Northampton are here, and they're already talking about homecomings in Northampton. Interestingly as well, your profile continues to rise. One of the biggest ticket sellers on this card is you, with many hundred flying over from England and Northampton as well. Big support here, and it seems like you're embracing Dublin and Ireland this time around. Yeah, they're very knowledgeable, they are respectful, we know they're going to be passionate for Katie, but you feel very comfortable out here.
Yeah, I do feel really comfortable, and I'm embracing the week. I'm enjoying it for once. So usually I hate all this, but I'm just taking it in my stride and just enjoying it.
I know fighters don't always give predictions, I'm not going to ask you for one, but you do feel that with that pace that you set, the confidence that you have, the condition that you're in, you believe you can win this fight inside the distance on Saturday night?
I've had great preparation, the fittest I've ever been, the strongest I've ever been. I've got a tour and tries at this time, so I'm good to go.
Okay, and finally to both girls, Katie, ahead of, I know you've want to take yourself away from this mad experience and this mad occasion, but the whole country behind you, your third successive sellout after Madison Square Garden, Free Arena, just expect another epic atmosphere on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. This is what every single fire dreams of, the headline huge show like this, the headline huge sold out show, and it's going to be another amazing night Saturday. I think the show is going to be, the atmosphere is going to be absolutely electric, and I can't wait to make the best fire win.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Chantel. Thank you, Jamie, Ross, and Alfie Sean as well from the zone. A breathtaking rematch. Cannot wait for Saturday night. The first fight was really good. This is going to be unbelievable. You will see a war on Saturday night for the undisputed super lightweight world championship between Chantel Cameron and Katie Taylor, live from the sold-out Free Arena on the zone around the world. We're going to face off now, and we'll see you for the weigh-in tomorrow. Thank you.